Hi, welcome to Story Time with Gigi. Today we're reading a story called The Popcorn Book. Popcorn is one of my favorite snacks. I knew I just had to get this. I actually got this book from the book exchange here in my local area, the Hampton Roads area. I love this because you're getting books at a very inexpensive price. And so check them out. This book was written by Tomie Paola. I hope I said that correctly. And it looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm a twin, and it looks like these guys are twins. And so that was another factor that attracted me. Yeah, they look like twins. And now, a word from our sponsor. This book was actually copyrighted in 1978. That's when I was a little girl. Mom, can we make some popcorn? Yes, the popcorn's in the refrigerator. Yummy. So it looks like their names are Tony and Tiny. So we have some speech bubbles so that I'm going to be reading conversation while everything's going on as well. I wonder why Mom keeps the popcorn in the refrigerator. I don't know. I'll go look it up. Here it is. Popcorn is best stored in a tight jar in the refrigerator so the kernels keep their moisture. Boy, this is interesting. Listen. So he's getting out the pot, and there's the popcorn. Popcorn is the oldest of the three main types of corn. There is field corn, which we feed to animals like cattle and pigs, sweet corn, which is the kind we eat, and popcorn. Did you know that there were three types of corn? Look, twins, and they have twin cats. I think that's cute. Popcorn was discovered by the Indian people in the Americas many thousands of years ago. One of the first sights Columbus saw in the New World was the Indians in San Salvador selling popcorn and wearing it as jewelry. Wow. First, I heat up the pan. All right, so this one here, Tiny, is reading all the facts about popcorn, and Tony is making the popcorn. But popcorn is even older than that. In a bat cave in New Mexico, archaeologists found some popped corn that was 5,600 years old. Wow. It's storming here, so I don't know if you can hear the thunder. That's what that is. And 1,000-year-old popcorn kernels were found in Peru that could still be popped. So they found kernels that they were able to pop. Now, the cooking oil. All right, so heat up the pan. Now the cooking oil. The Indian people of the Americas had many different ways to pop popcorn. One way was to put an ear of corn on a stick and hold it over a fire. But many kernels were lost in the fire with this method. That must be fun to watch, though. Another way was to throw the kernels right into the fire by the handful. The popcorn popped out all over the place, so there was a lot of bending and running around to gather it up. Okay, so now let's go with Tony, what he's doing. Okay, now that it's hot enough, because they heated the pan, added the oil, it's hot enough, we can add a few kernels. In 1612, French explorers saw some Iroquois people popping corn in clay pots. They would fill the pots with hot sand, throw in some popcorn, and stir it with a stick. When the corn popped, it came to the top of the sand and was easy to get. The Iroquois people were fond of popcorn soup. Soup? I didn't know you could make popcorn soup. The Algonquins, who came to the first Thanksgiving dinner, even brought some popcorn in deerskin pouches. So there was popcorn at the first Thanksgiving. Tell your mom you want popcorn on Thanksgiving. The colonists liked it so much that they served popped corn for breakfast with cream poured over it, just like cereal. Wow. Today, Americans use 500 million pounds of popcorn each year. 30% is eaten at movies, circuses, ball games, and county fairs. 10% is saved for seed and sold to other countries, but 60% is popped right at home. Oh, goody, the kernels are popping. That means the oil must be ready. So what he does is he puts just a few in until those 3 pop, and then he puts in the rest. Okay, here we go. People in the Midwest buy more popcorn than in any other part of the United States. Milwaukee and Minneapolis are the top popcorn eating cities, followed by Chicago and Seattle. Most of the popcorn is grown in the Midwest too. Now I'll put more kernels in the pan and turn the heat up. Now here's the part I read first. Popcorn is best stored in a tight jar in the refrigerator so the kernels keep their moisture. If the kernels dry out, there will be too many old maids left at the bottom of the pan. Old maids are the unpopped kernels. It doesn't look like enough. That's what he's thinking. Because whenever those clouds with the little bubbles, that's a thought. That's not a speech. Okay. All right, if the popcorn does dry out, you can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of water to the jar and shake it until the water is absorbed. Nice. He's adding more. Popcorn pops because the heart of the kernel is moist and pulpy and surrounded by a hard starch shell. When the kernel is heated, the moisture turns to steam and the heart gets bigger until the shell bursts with a pop. Are you sure you didn't put too much popcorn in the pan? Of course not, silly. The Indian people had a legend that inside each kernel of popcorn lived a little demon. When his house was heated, he got so mad that he blew up. There are different kinds of popcorn. White, hull-less, and yellow hull-less are the ones most commonly sold in stores. The smallest type is called strawberry because it has red kernels and the ears look like strawberries. Rainbow has red, white, yellow, and blue kernels, and it is sometimes called calico. There is black popcorn too, but all of it pops white. The biggest kernels are called dynamite and snow puff. Wow, I didn't know there were so many different types of popcorn. Shake, shake, shake. After popcorn is popped, most people like to add melted butter and salt. But if salt is put in the pan before the kernels are popped, it makes the popcorn tough. Note to self. Shake, shake, shake. No salt till afterwards. There are many stories about popcorn. One of the funniest and best known comes from America's Midwest. One summer, it was so hot and dry that all the popcorn in the fields began to pop. In no time at all, the sky was filled with flying popcorn. Wow, can you imagine? It looked so much like a blizzard, everyone put on mittens and scarves and got out the snow shovels. That's funny. Help! I have a blizzard too. I knew you put too much popcorn in the pan. Okay, if you're so smart, what do we do now? I know. The best thing about popcorn is eating it. And here is 2 terrific ways to pop corn. And there's a special recipe for Friday night popcorn. Okay, it looks like this one uses shortening. And this one here is the everyday way. That's how the Tomie was doing it in the book. Be sure to ask a grown-up first. And that's our story. I hope you liked it. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye until next time.